Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of the News Plus, brought to you by Plus Agency. This episode is brought to you from our flagship store located in the heart of Chatswood at 418 Victoria Avenue, Chatswood. Behind me is our display. We just had a launch of a very successful project in Linfield. It's a collection of 6 parkfront townhouses and everything got sold in just one night. If you are interested in this type of stock, please make sure you come to see us. We have a bit more options for you, especially around Sydney CBD, Lower, Upper North Shore and Eastern Suburbs. Alright, without further ado, let's get this week's News Plus started. First one, a super fancy castle that has been sold to a young couple for more than $5 million in Golden. This is the photo of the castle. It's a real castle, like sandstone. The wall is so thick, you probably won't even have a Wi-Fi signal in it. Purely heritage with a little bit of extension of sunrooms. But overall, the historical feature has been very well preserved. The price for $5 million probably is not that expensive. However, thinking about the actual cost of maintaining the castle, I think the buyer is in for something very deep, but obviously very, very unique. Absolutely, with the Australian flag on top of it, this could become a fortress for the young family. Next one, Melbourne Cup just happened earlier this week, and congratulations to those people who actually win at the Melbourne Cup. However, not only the Melbourne Cup bidder is winning, the former dual Melbourne Cup winning jockey are also winning through selling the property they have in Northbridge. This particular property has been listed on the market for $5.1 million. By that time, there's already 62 bids, and that's absolutely insane. Ended up with 2 horse race from $5.2 million, and all the way goes up, ending at $5.95 million for this beautiful Northbridge home that he used to own, live, occupy, and now making him a fortune out of it. Alright, going to Eastern Suburb, Bondi Semi record and Tamarama house price record shattered again this week. A Bondi Semi has been sold for $6.5 million. This is absolutely amazing prices. Without any view, it is a good build. It does have a beautiful courtyard. It's not very wide from the look of it. However, that doesn't stop people from putting a 6.5 price tag on the sold price for them. And Tamarama House, the last traded for only $248,000, went out for $25 million, 100 times more than what they originally paid for. This is actually last traded in 1983, but people like beachfront, people like waterfront, people like big houses with a bit of a view as well, and this is exactly what is offering to its buyer. Alright, Sydney auctions, Northwood houses to go under the hammer without a reserve price. There's a lot of owners now really putting the prices in the market. However, a lot of owners still want to have a reserve price set up, so that way if it doesn't reach the reserve price, it does not get sold. However, it looks like with the current market, the vendor thinks it's actually unnecessary, such as this Northwood owner. They want to sell at all cost, and they just don't think that a reserve price is even necessary. Even that, they didn't get sold for just $1 without the reserve price. The end price is actually well over $1 million at about $1.3 million mark, which is exactly what they're looking for anyway. Alright, coming to some rental properties. A mysterious surrounds Julia Roberts' exclusive Sydney rental. The actress is very beloved. She is here to film a movie. It's a comedy, a romantic comedy, followed by its A-listed star George Clooney. The filming section will be set in Queensland, and now the actress is actually residing in the beautiful, very famous rental house Leonardo DiCaprio has been occupied before as well. Currently estimated rental at about $20,000 a week. And that's some really fancy quarantine right there. This is a beautiful place in the eastern suburb, and not just selling, actually hitting the market at the moment. High-end rental market started booming. Now the border starts to open, people are allowed to travel. It looks like this will become a habit for a lot of people who really want to enjoy their life by occupying if can't afford buying, but definitely afford renting in one of those beautiful areas. Kingsford. So Kingsford has been a very apartment-focused market because the University of New South Wales is there. There's a lot of rental happening. However, for a collection of apartment blocks that sold for incredible $13 million in the latest investor power play has recently happened to this area. The buyer paid $13 million for 1,391 square meter property containing 8 apartments and 14 car spaces. That puts them on the map where each apartment is actually being sold for roughly around 1.625 million, where the median prices for the area is about 865,000 for a 1-bedroom and only 1.212 million for a 2-bedroom. And now everything gets sold on average for 1.625. Such a big premium on it, but it doesn't look like it stopped the purchaser from purchasing. Instead, they are very happy with the deal as well. And looks like the apartment market for the investors are now coming back into the power play. All right, Sydney median price jumps 1.5% to 1.333 million as market begins to slow. But when it's slow, it didn't mean it reduced. It didn't mean the price has reduced. It means that the market is strong as usual, only it didn't go out as quick as before. But 1.5% jump is still quite a big number considering it's only a monthly record. 1.33 million for Sydney prices are now a new record. However, I don't think it's gonna stop here. I think it's gonna keep going until it reaches to a certain price that is gonna blow everybody away. And then this median price increase didn't just happening in Sydney. Canberra, Melbourne, Brisbane also have a lot of fast growth as well, and we're just gonna see who is the king of the growth in the next year or so. Next one, and the last news of the week, is Northwood. So Northwood Trophy Home has sold for super private deal, reportedly worth $20 million plus. So now we start to have houses in Northwood that's being sold for over $20 million. Before an $8 million budget, it's a big budget. $10 million, you'll be treated as a king in the market back in my first joining real estate industry. And now $20 million will get you somewhere like Northwood. Yeah, it's I think of. It is a beautiful home, waterfront. It's got a beautiful view. A little bit of a jetty, I think is there as well. However, $20 million for off-market private listed deal happening in Northwood is just a new era, and we can't wait to see what's gonna happen in Sydney real estate market in the future. All right. Before we wrap up, another Plus agency listing that we have. If we go through the photos, we can have a look. This is another beautiful, beautiful 1-bedroom plus car space, brand new property located in the heart of Sydney CBD, right on the harbour, Circular Quay. This is a waterfront, parkfront property located in one of the best buildings on the street. The address is 71 Macquarie Street, Circular Quay. Beautiful kitchen, beautiful Gaggenau appliances, a lot of marble being used, never to be built out parkfront view. One of the best bathroom I've ever seen. Miele dryer and Miele washer is included in this brand new building, which is set to settle soon. If you are interested in this type of stock, if you are trying to find something like a 1-bedroom with a car, which is almost extinct in new developments in the Sydney CBD, please make sure to tune into this if you have a budget around mid 2 million. All right, that's it for this week's News Plus. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Peter Lee. I'll see you next week.